welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hi again, Phobia. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Phobia. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. She already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. At least last year, too. I didn't know if you're planning to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Phobia always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Hey, is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Phobia can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Right. Well, here. You reached into a bag and pulled out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Not that everyone's settled in. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that seemed to be the case. Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exaggerated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she sees a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Oh my god, I understand how you feel. It's so annoying. Natsuki sides a bit a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anything? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a little closer look at the book set she's admiring. Are Fae girls? It's a series I've never seen in my life. That probably is either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. He points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Phobia. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with you. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mooi. What does that mean? What does neat mean? What does any of this mean? Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to me, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Okay, she does what I do. When I'm on break from work, I like to sit on the floor and read. I don't like sitting on chairs because I've been stood up all day, okay? Why would I sit down and put my feet on the floor when I can sit on the floor with my feet up? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this. Eh, why's that? I guess it's easy to be close together like this. Don't say that. It made me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds where Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically a slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter when they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts happening. That's really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsu gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around sometime I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsu's interesting blah, 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 blah. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the best ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, she's so cute! Little pooper nose! Boop! Pooper nose! We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. You say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. It really isn't. There's a lot of dark stuff. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. I really like you. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Why would your dad get annoyed about the little book? Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I should be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bouncy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connected with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. Thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are y'all ready with today's poems? Oh god. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? She likes me. She likes me. Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb! Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that most because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Just being polite. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. But tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through. Dude, just read the fucking book for someone. See, don't be a dick. But my TV shows. Sounds like me. I've watched TV in 2 years, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Yeah. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. I can't wait. Siri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Siri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Ooh, who should I share my poem with first? I think Natsuki because of the fact that, you know, it is about her. Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember when I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I would help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retorts gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Nah, she likes you. She just doesn't know how to be nice. I can't figure if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What the fuck? People can try. But that's about it. Like, best poem ever. That's so fucking cute. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I love it. Dude, I love it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of the poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I agree with that. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then it made fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. It does, it actually really does. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I just had to humor that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess Monica next. Hi, Phobia. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Phobia. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But if that's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica in my poem. I like it, Phobia. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shelf Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in such a good few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views on the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kinda like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filter in their poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be your kind of to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying some different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I'm peering inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film let out in the sun. But it's too late. My retainers. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just like a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's kinda cool. No idea what it's about. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. As you can say, that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I am starving. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Any way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I kind of understand that. Oh, I guess you're next. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Oh yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while longer to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Us Key can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Kind of boring, in personal opinion. I'm sorry. I have such trouble handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you so long to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. None at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Phobia. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Sayori! Hey, honey bunny! Honey bun, honey flare, my little Sayori. This is a good poem, Phobia. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. And I'm the kind of guy who would write poems in the spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said, Phobia. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that's really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yay! And I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. The way you glow through me blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What the fuck? That's so random. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit as a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say this was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Yeah. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. What a fun-filled day this was. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Phobia did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the author, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Phobia liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh god. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh god! What have you done, Weary? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I love the music. It's like, uh-oh, there's a fight. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Phobia appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a big size as soon as Phobia started showing up. Oh god! Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh, Phobia... She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Phobia! Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning that work effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Phobia? Well? Yeah. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Okay, so I kind of agree with both of them, so this is really dangerous. But I am going for Natsuki. Okay, so... Shit. Yuri has a good point about the style of writing, and it is her own style, so I don't think you should tell somebody how to do your style of writing when that's not their style at all. But Natsuki's kind of forcing on the point that she's trying to push on the fact that she's also thinks that her words are too complicated. Some people like to work it out and some don't. So they're both right in their own ways. But because I'm going on Natsuki's route first, I'm gonna go for Natsuki. So, gotta agree with you, Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I wrap my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Shiori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that verbally. Oh, sorry. There we go. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Phobia. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a deep breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with that than she boasted. Shiori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs... I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding any eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful. Oh, yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, Everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Phobia. That was worthwhile for me. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. And so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the classroom. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree. I disagree, Monica. Huh? What about? That's not the most important thing about a literature club. The most important thing is having fun! Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Phobia, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Oh, God. I think to myself, I did learn a lot more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I thought to myself with newfound determination. Phobia, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen the fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Yeah. You know, Phobia, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. And I think seeing you get along with everyone else makes me feel the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. Let's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? See? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. That was a fun... Oh, right, I gotta do a poem. Oh, God, I gotta go through all this again. Okay. Sweet. Shit! Fluffy. Kitty. Pink. Silly? Shit. Milk. Strawberry. I don't know. Rose. God damn it. Vanilla. Bunny. Sugar. Fuck, I don't know. Pain. Papa broken swimsuit. Yeah, okay. Ocean. Shit. Marshmallow. Skipping? Yeah. Jump? Okay. Cage. There's actually quite a few creepy words in here, like cage. Die! Death! Suicide. Why is that in there? Jesus, I could see why it said dark. Yeah, why it said anxiety. I mean, you don't really want to see words like this, to be honest. Fantasy? Yeah. Looks like fantasy. Raindrops. Damn it. Really? Okay. Flower. No! Boop. I hope most of that was Natsuki's. But yeah. So, we're gonna pass on the next day, and I'm gonna have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.